Hello everyone! That was kind of scary. Hello everyone, it's Karissa, and for today's video, this is gonna be a little different than a makeup video. I wanted to start doing some more talking videos or like, you know, just different types of videos. I don't know why, I thought that this would be helpful for some people, so like why not just, you know, give it a try. For today's video, I decided that I was going to talk to you guys about ways that you can kind of control or level yourself out when you're feeling overwhelmed. This is a video to show you how to handle school, work, and a social life. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that I wish that I would have taken last semester to help kind of calm me down, especially because I do have really bad anxiety. So if you do want to hear 5 tips and tricks, oh god, I literally have like sausage fingers, so we're not gonna pay attention to that. So if you want to know the 5 tips that I have for juggling school, work, and a social life, then just keep watching, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and then subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Other than that, let's just get on with the video. Alright, so getting started right away, I just want to kind of give you a background of the things that I've been through personally so that you know kind of like the workload that I had, and then you can of course compare it to your workload and, you know, blah 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 blase blase whatever. God, it's like so hard for me to focus. So starting off, last semester it was my first time going back to college full time in a while. That's just a long story we're not even going to get into. All of my classes are online because of the fact that I do have to work because I have bills that I personally have to pay that nobody else pays for me. Last semester I did work at a telecommunications company. I wouldn't say that it was a hard job, but emotionally it was kind of destructive. It was really hard to juggle everything last semester. Last semester was also when I moved in with my boyfriend for this first time. We actually got an apartment together, sharing it with 2 other guys, so I live in a college town with 3 guys. Still sinking that all in. I live with 3 guys, so it was my first time moving in with my boyfriend, which is obviously a huge step in itself. So to add on top of that I was finally going back to school full time, and it was my first time taking online courses, it was all very new. And I'm the type of person that really does not enjoy change, so it was rough. It was very rough. I do suffer from really bad anxiety. Like, I will have anxiety attacks so much, and I personally refuse to take medicine just because my boyfriend and I feel that it's just not the best thing for me and my body. So basically my schedule was I would wake up about 7 o'clock, and then I would be at my job by 8 a.m. and then I would leave my job at 4 p.m., get home around 4:30, 4:45, depending on the traffic, because here where I live in Maryland, it is extremely trafficified. So much traffic everywhere. So normally I would come home and Justin would either make dinner, or I would make dinner, or we would go and grab something quick. We would come back to our apartment or go to the library, and we would stay there until about, maybe I'd say 11:30, or I would do homework until 11:30, and then I'd try to go to sleep. Sometimes it would be longer than that. I would be up till 1 or 2 in the morning. It really just depended on how much of a workload that I actually had. So another thing that I forgot to mention was actually that I actually started my YouTube channel last semester as well. That was obviously another big workload that was added on top of all the other stressors that I had. Now that the semester is over and I just started a new semester in college, I feel like I have a better way of organizing and handling all the stressors in my young adult life. So for tip number 1, I would say to stay organized. The number 1 thing that I think helped me a little bit last semester is a planner. I think that a planner is the best thing that you could do. If you don't take any of these tips and you just take this 1 tip, I feel like this will just save you in the long run. having a planner really saved me for last semester, because I had so many different things on my mind at once that sometimes if I didn't have a planner, I would forget that I had an assignment due on Tuesday, and then I'd end up missing it, and then obviously my grades would fail. So having a planner to kind of at least know when everything is due really helped me. I also used my planner to kind of map out what times of the day I would do things, so that I wouldn't feel like I was overwhelmed, and so that when I go to bed the night before, I wouldn't be up extremely anxious throughout the night thinking of all the things I had to do tomorrow, because I already had it planned out in my planner, so I already knew what I was going to do tomorrow. So that really helped me, and I feel like that will absolutely help you. I have never been a planner person, but then when I started watching Kaylin Nicholson, she is one of my favorite YouTubers. She's so inspiring, and she's just got her stuff together, and I really took her advice to get a planner, and I just, tested it out to see if I would even like it, because if I'm gonna be honest, it seemed kind of dumb to me, but it helped. So tip number 2, the most important thing to do when you're juggling so many things like school and work and a social life and a relationship or whatever you're dealing with, I think that it's really important to take time to yourself. This is something that I really neglected last semester, and I feel like this semester I am really making an effort to take at least 1 hour out of the day to do something that I want to do by myself. I don't have a lot of friends here because of the fact that I work with the same people every day and everybody's kind of older than me. Taking time to yourself to do anything that you want to do, whether it be working out, writing in a journal, reading a book, watching YouTube videos, it could literally be anything. I think that it is so important, even if you have to wake up an hour earlier a day, just to take an hour out of the day to do something by yourself, for yourself, that you want to do. And when I say do something for yourself, I think personally that it is better to do something by yourself rather than, going to have lunch with a friend or something, because although it's nice to interact with other people and, get some time to do something that you want to do like that, I feel like if you do something that will benefit you personally, that will make you feel a little bit better about your stressful semester. For me, last semester, I just felt like I was always just trying to make time for my boyfriend, or make time for my family, and make time for school and YouTube and so many different things, that I never took out the time to just do something for myself, whether it be edit a video or read a book or go to the gym by myself. I just never did anything by myself, and I think that's what drove me the most crazy. Tip number 3 is to just breathe and appreciate yourself. And what I mean by that is just acknowledge how much you're doing. Looking back on last semester, being able to handle living with 3 guys and moving in with my boyfriend for the first time, and, handling a relationship on top of a full-time schedule with work and school, and trying to see my family and starting my YouTube, all of it was so overwhelming, and I just thought that I was so overwhelmed that I forgot to take the time and just think to myself, look how much you're doing. I never actually sat back and realized that I was being superwoman last semester. And there are so many women and men and just people that don't realize how great they are and how much they actually do. I think that it's super important for sometimes when you're getting overwhelmed or at the end of the semester, just look back and be like, wow, I did all of that and I was successful. Yes, it was really hard, but I made it. So make sure that you look back on everything that you've done. So just push through it and just keep going, because at the end it's so worth it when you look back and see everything that you actually did accomplish. So my 4th tip is actually really important, and it's something that I struggled with a lot, and it is saying no. I can't even tell you how hard it is for me to say no to the people that I love. I am somebody who just loves to make everybody else so happy that I forget to make myself happy. I've always been a really stubborn person, but when it comes to the people that I love, I would put them before myself any day. And something that I struggled with last semester was saying no to things that I couldn't do, whether it be going to dinner with my family, or watching a movie with my boyfriend, or hanging out with my best friend. Whatever it was, if someone were to ask me to do something, it was very hard for me to say, no, I can't do this, I have an assignment, or no, I can't do this, this is the hour out of the day that I need to take to myself. I really struggled with saying no in general when it came to things that I had to do. So for instance, I don't really remember off the top of my head, but I'm sure that this happened last semester. Let's say that Justin's my boyfriend, wanted to watch a movie. A movie is about 2 hours long. And by the time that I watch a movie, I'm not going to want to do homework after. But if I have a huge test the next day, or if I have an assignment that I need to get done that night that would kind of make the rest of my week less stressful, I need to learn to say, no, babe, I cannot watch that movie, but maybe when I finish this assignment, or maybe this weekend when I finish my heavy workload, I will be able to watch a movie. So it's really important to make sure that you learn to say no, which I'm still working on because I still don't want to say no, especially when food is involved, okay? So my fifth and final tip for this video is to just push. I know that handling school, a social life, and work is extremely hard. I have tried so many different ways to try to handle it all. I've tried working a long time, a certain amount of days, so that I wouldn't have to work the other days, and you know, it's different for everybody for what will work for you, but it's all a trial and error process. And I just think that if you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, everything will work out. I really pushed myself to the max last semester. Although I did have so many breakdowns, I feel like as long as I take the first 4 steps that I made in this video, the 5th step will be so much easier. I cannot push myself to do the things that I want unless I do the 4 steps that I provided. So I really think that this video as a whole can really help somebody if you honestly just put your mind to it. Really just breathe, take the time to plan out your week so that you know what everything is going to look like. It will really help you push yourself through the semester just to get through it, because I know that you can do it. If I could do it, because I'm somebody that I was very insecure for such a long time, and I don't think that I could be more confident and more amazed by the things that I have done. So pushing yourself and seeing what you have accomplished can really help not only juggle everything, but help you appreciate how great of a person you actually are. So those are my 5 tips on how to juggle school, work, and a social life. If you did like this video or found it helpful at all, please give it a thumbs up and then subscribe to see more videos from me. And if you guys have any tips that you have that I haven't mentioned in this video, please comment them down below, because I am always looking for ways to be less stressed out. So other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.